Good everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Mondobex Educational Consultant. Thank you so much for watching my video, sharing my video and giving it a thumbs up. So now look at the board. Today we are going to discuss about WAEC informal letter on English. Do you understand? So when we talk about informal letter, I have told my students, all my work students in that essay, I've told them to go for informal letter. Do you know why? Because informal letter is a letter you are writing to somebody that is very close to you. Do you understand? You can write to your father, to your mother, to your uncle, to your aunt, to your cousin, to your friend. Do you understand? Someone that is very close to you. It is called informal letter. But this letter now, when you're writing this letter, you don't need much grammar because that person is very close to you. Do you understand? So you can use a simple English to express yourself. An organization is very important here. Organization, planning, and all those things. You set up works that will suit what they ask you. Are you hearing me? So I told students to go for informal letter and WAEC, unlike other Excel, because informal letter will fetch you 40/50. If you fail Excel or letter, you have already fed English. Do you understand? So this one is very important in English language. So this is a letter. Let's define it. Informal letter is a letter. It's a letter you are writing to a very close friend or relation. Do you understand? This is what we call informal letter. You are writing a very, very close friend or relation. Somebody you know very well. Do you understand? That is called informal letter. We call it what? Informal letter. So now, WAEC will ask you this letter. There are formats you will use to answer WAEC question. Are you hearing me? Let's go for that format. Informal letter format. Do you understand? Format one can use to answer informal letter. There are three formats. One is introduction. No, number one is address. Do you understand? Number two, introduction. Number three, introduction is called assumption. You assume there. Number four is called body. That body we call it what? Convincing. We call it what? Convincing. You understand? So conclusion or summary, or where you can do what? Greets. You understand? So these are the formats one can use to do what? To write informal letter. They are very, very important. Very, very what? Important. So we're going to take the one after the other. We're going to take the one after the other. We're going to give you a skeleton of what you are going to see or what you can use and write 2025 WAEC. Do you understand? So let's start with the address, introduction, body, and conclusion. Do you understand? address. So now when I ask you to write a letter to a friend of yours in another school, telling him the reason why he should change his school to your own school. Do you understand? Are you hearing me? So where you are going to get the homework is on the body of the letter, because body is called convincing part. Can you convince that student to come to school? You are going to show some elements that will convince the marker that what you wrote is a convincing in nature. Do you understand? That is called body of the letter. I want you to understand and understood what informal letter is all about. Convince this person to change from his own school to your school. Know that his school is standard. So you're going to tell this guy or this girl the reason why he should change his school to your school. Just listen to me. So let's go to the address. Based on the address, your address should be on the right hand side in a block form. So like this, let's start with, let's assume the school is St. Charles Secondary School. On the chart, you start like this. From here, you write capital letter the first one, second one, small letter St. Capital letter the first one, second one Charles. Do you understand? Capital letter the second one, secondary school, comma. Here, block form. On the chart, you measure it. Make sure that everything is in straight line. On the chart, comma. Another place, you can write another place here. If you don't know another, you write PMBs direct. Anything you know about the PMB of the school, write it. 17, 18, something like that, comma. You can write Anambra State. Or if it is going out, you write Anambra Nigeria. If it's going abroad. But if it is in Nigeria, you write Anambra State before the date. Remember, after the Anambra State is date. Do you understand? So you now, because you are in Anambra or in anywhere you are, Anambra State. Do you understand? Full stop. Then let's assume that the date is 3rd May, comma 2025. Do you understand? So this is how your address should be in a block. Use a ruler to do it so that everything will be in a straight line. Are you hearing me? Use a ruler to do it so everything will be in a straight line. Are you hearing me? So this is how it should be in a straight line. Do you understand? So once you are done with this, salutation will follow. Salutation. The second format is salutation. From here, you stretch it to the left hand side. Dear, if it's Emeka, you do what? You write it, dear Emeka, the name of the person, comma, that is the name, dear Emeka. Are you hearing me? So this is the format of address and salutation. So the second one is called, the third one you're going to take is called dash. It's called body introduction or absorption. Are you hearing me? Introduction of what? Absorption. No this and no piece. No this and no piece. That introduction, I'm going to tell you how to do it. It is called absorption. You must assume whether the person has given little letter before or not. You must assume that you have already gotten a letter from that person. You must assume that the person has written to you in regards to what they said. Are you hearing me? Very, very paramount. You must assume here that the person in question has written a letter to you before in regards to what Wayek said. Are you hearing me? You don't start saying how are you, do you understand here? You can say how are you and stop and start referring to what the person asked you before. You can give him the reason why you didn't reply him the letter the time you got it from post office, because you are so busy as the newly elected class prefect. You understand? That's how to write a standard letter, informal letter. They will give you 50 over 50. Are you hearing me? Here is called assumption. You must assume that the person has written a letter to you before. Are you hearing me? So now you're going to start with the body of the introduction parts. So we are done with this one. Now introduction or absorption part. Here you assume that the person has listened to you before. So you can start with, it is unfortunate. Remember that you're going to give, after that, dear, let's assume that our dear is here now. Do you understand? Dear Emeka. You start from here. The first one will be capital letter. It is unfortunate that I didn't reply the letter you sent to me through post office last 2 months. The reason for that, so I forgot to tell you something about here. Here, introduction is called, the part of introduction here is called past tense. You must report in past tense. Are you hearing me? For introduction part, you report in past tense. Are you hearing me? Then in the body, you report in present, because that time you are busy telling the text. It is like the thing is happening immediately. You are there already. You are lighting already. You understand? Because you are trying to convince that person there. But here, you are assuming that the person has listened to you before. So you must report here in past tense. So introduction, you report to what? In past tense. Yes, sir. 2 months, last 2 months. Do you understand? The reason for that was that I was elected as the new class prefect. Which there were many works as the new cracks prefect. Okay, now you can start. But I will like to use this opportunity to reply the letter you sent consigning. You now give them consigning, you now write down the topics. Do you understand? I will tell you what to write here. With these few points of mine. Do you understand? So now see, look at the board. You will understand what is going on now. So now, first of all, you are telling the person that you giving the reason why you didn't reply the letter he sent to you. You understand? Because you're telling him, it's unfortunate I didn't reply the letter you sent to me through post office last 2 months. The reason for that was that I was elected as the new class prefect in my school because of some in my school. Do you understand? Which there were many works as the new class prefect. So that's what prevented you from replying the letter. Do you understand? But I would like to use this opportunity to reply the letter you sent to me because of that. Do you understand? Concerning mean, this is where you're going to write down the topic they give to you. So they told you to write a letter to your friend in another school, convincing him to come to your own school. So you now write concerning my school activity. You now summarize the topic of what will I do what give to you here. Concerning my school activity. Depending on the topic they give to you, you just do what? You drop it here. Do you understand? With these few points of mine, you can also start arranging your own. From there, you can start arranging your own. Those intelligent students can use this format to arrange their own and wait for WAEC on that day. Thus, what you need is that once you are done with this one, what you will do, you insert only the topic sentence or what I give to you here. Very, very paramount. Do you understand? You start it here. Very, very important. You start it here. Because this will help you a lot in WAEC to get your A1. Do you understand? So let's go to body of the letter. Let's go to body of the letter. Let's go to body. We are done with this one. Body of the letter. So body of the letter is called convincing parts. Body or convincing. Okay, let me write it up because we are done with introduction. Body or convincing part or convincing must be reported in what? Present tense. Remember, the introduction must be reported in past tense. So this is a part you are trying to convince the person to come to your own school. So you must use a convincing words, convincing structure. Here is where you do what? Organize your work. Because here is where the most mark do what? Lie. So you're going to use a convincing word, like 3 or 4. You can use what we call first 3 to give out your point. First point, you now organize it where you can use secondly to and more also. Do you understand? Or furthermore, do you understand? You can start with by giving paragraph first 3. You start throwing out, you start giving out what you need to tell him that will convince him to come to school. Very, very important. You start organizing it. So secondary, another thing that will convince him to come to school. Remember that his school is a standard. It's a standard school, you understand? So you need to convince this person to come to your own school by throwing out some standardized words, organized words. Do you understand? You can use furthermore, but use more so. Do you understand? So 3 is okay. 3 points. It's okay. Do you understand? I know I told you to go for informal letter. I know why. Other one require many things. Other ones require many things. But this one talks simple English. Simple English. Remember to use that my format to organize your informal, to organize your introduction. So body is where you give out points. First of all, you are going to write out the points on one piece of paper. 3 points. Then you now organize it very well. First point, laboratory. You bring it out. Second point, teachers. Third point, classroom or the environment. You talk about the environment in the school. You can talk about the laboratories. You can tell your friend, you know that our laboratory, after our new principal came in, we have a standardized laboratory with a CCTV camera. You can even, do you understand? You are trying to convince the marker to give you 50 over 50. You organize it very well. Second one, you talk about teachers. That now, after you this mix of your former principal, the new principal appointed professors, not teachers. You are trying to tell your friend that the people in charge now are professors, not teacher. Are you hearing me? You are trying to convince him to come to your school. So the third one, you're talking about the environment in the school. That now you will have a praying ground where you can go and enjoy yourself. You also have a canteen. You also have many things. You understand? Talk about it unlike before. Unlike before. You are trying to convince this person to come to your school. And also, you are trying to convince the marker to give you 50 over 50. So this is a press you're going to do it. It is called convincing part. Where you convince the examiner. Are you hearing me? So we are done with this one. Let's go to conclusion. Remember, in each body you give examples. In each body, after listing it, you give example how they teach you, how the professor. Do you understand? So now let's go to conclusion. Conclusion or summary or greet, where you greet. This is where you do what? Greet. So here, you're going to tell him you do what? Another paragraph, you told him, friend, from the above listed examples and listens. You can call him friend, or you can say anything. You can call him Emeka. Do you know that from the, because do you know why this thing is very important? Because here is a conversation. You people are very close. That's why you use this word. Do you know that? But if you try this in some part of Excel, they will do it too. You know that because it is a very close friend, you can use some slangs, but not too, you understand? A little bit. You can use some, you understand? So it's a simple English. That's why I told students to go for this one. From the above listed reason and examples, that's from the body of the letter. Reasons and examples. The most interesting part is the new equipped laboratory in my school. You can even tell him, I would like you to come and join us to enjoy those things in my school. That your school has been equipped with a very fantastic laboratory. Do you understand? You are trying to convince Emeka to come to school. You can even lie that you can. Do you understand? Some spicy works. You can also use some spicy works. The most interesting is the new equipped laboratory in my school. So you can, okay, after that one you say, oh, not to forget, I would like you to extend my greetings to everybody around you. Around you. Come on, more especially to my lovely Chioma, who you know I love so much. You are done now with this one. You are done with this one. So what next? Someone should be lighting this thing out because of WIRE 2025. So you can come here and light your this thing. Yokes, because you're done. Yokes after this one, you give one, you come to down praise because of time. We don't have space. Yokes sincerely. Comma. Light your name, Emeka. Stop. So yours, this one will be capital letter. This one will be small letter. Do you understand? Yours sincerely, comma, Emeka. After you are done with this one, you go to the lights. Damn praise here, you write it. Do you understand? So this is how to write a standard letter writing. Do you understand? Thanks for watching.